Ukraine under attack. Russia launching a full assault by air and by land.
Now there are traffic jams and long lines at ATMs.
I have just passport documents and some money.
While people hide in the subway.
It's hard to believe that it's actually our neighbor doing this.
As Ukrainians take no chances during what President Biden calls an unjustified attack.
Putin chose this war, and now he and his country will bear the consequences.
From flags flying at Cleveland City Hall to a show of solidarity at Times Square, Northeast Ohio and the nation standing with Ukraine thousands of miles away.
Tense moments in Ukraine right now as we take a live look at the capital city of Kyiv. Ukrainians fleeing the country while trying to avoid airstrikes and attacks. This crisis overseas is being felt here in Northeast Ohio, and we're talking about more than just rising gas prices and falling stocks.
We have team coverage. Our Rob Powers and Jordan Vandenberg live in different parts of Parma tonight with more on the impact the invasion is having on all of us here at home. But first, let's take you back overseas, bring you up to speed on the latest developments tonight. Before the first light of dawn, the Russian attack began, missiles raining down on locations near the capital of Kyiv. Russian forces targeting military infrastructure, including airports across Ukraine, and seized the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. In a chilling TV broadcast, Russian President Vladimir Putin warning other countries to not interfere.
Russia's response will be fast and leave you such consequences you will never face again, and you faced again in your history.
Today, we talked with one Case Western Reserve University professor who is starting an American university there. He was able to get out on one of the last flights leaving Ukraine last night.
I'm angry. I'm upset. Upset at the West. Upset at my own country, United States of America, that we didn't do enough and doing it too slowly, that we here became too complacent and too basically too involved in our own well-being, not caring enough about the rest of the world.
So while he is back here in the U.S., he says his parents are still in Western Ukraine, and their hometown, as well as his hometown, were shelled last night.
All right, I want you to take a look at this sign behind me. It shows just how far Parma is from Ukraine's capital city. But despite being thousands of miles away, so many people in this community have ties to that country. Parma is home to the largest Ukrainian population in Northeast Ohio. Our Rob Powers is there tonight. Rob, those with Ukrainian ties are feeling these attacks half a world away.
Well, yeah, Parma is home to Ohio's largest Ukrainian population. That sounds almost cold, doesn't it? Because when we say population, what we really mean are people, good people, like the good people that will fill St. Joseph's Cathedral later tonight for a prayer service, praying for their friends, their family, still in Ukraine. Because sure, it hits hard in Ukraine, but it hits hard right here at home as well.
As a church, we're going to pray. I'm going to have a prayer at 6:30 today to pray for Ukraine. My heart bleeds for them. And how do I feel about it? I don't know why Russia can't leave Ukraine alone.
I can't believe what Putin is doing in Ukraine.
When I see that, all I want is cry.
This is my parents' homeland.
I have uncles. I have lots of cousins. I was born there. I left when I was 20.
All my cousins are there. I don't have any family here in the United States.
Part of me is always there.
It's scary. Ukraine is on its own right now.
The destruction that's going to come, the suffering that's going to come, the people that's going to die.
If anybody goes in there to help them, he's gonna do more, and that would be the start of World War III.
I was hoping that there will be a resolution, but it isn't. So.
I talk all my night with my family, and I'm really worried about that stuff. And I pray to the God they will be finished and nothing happen worse than it happened already.
Who can help Ukraine right now?
Our independence is always so fragile. Russians cannot let us go. When you see all of that happening, and I don't know, my heart breaks.
You just pray and I hope that everybody alive.
I don't have the words.
Please pray for Ukraine.
You may be sitting at home at this hour wondering if the people of Ukraine even have a prayer, when in fact, Alon, tonight that's exactly what they do have.